different ways to feed your family breakfast on a budget while shaving time off of your morning routine? Well, today I'm going to show you 4 make-ahead freezer meals, y'all. While I was in Walmart, I was thinking about buying a box of those pancakes on a stick, and I saw the price on those and I was like, no ma'am. I can make these for pennies on the dollar at home. You can make these at home for about 49 cents per pancake or even cheaper if you already have these ingredients at home. Speaking of ingredients, the ingredients you'll need are sausage links, your favorite pancake mix, some skewers, and I'm going to be using my secret ingredient, and that's bacon grease. It's okay if you don't have any. I'm only using it to give my links that bacon flavor. Start by pouring oil into the skillet. I'm using vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you normally cook with. I want this to heat up while the sausage links are cooking. Now you don't want to overheat the oil, so I'm setting my temperature to low. Place the sausage links in the heated pan and brown until done. I cooked bacon earlier and left the remnants in the pan and then added a little bit of bacon fat back to the skillet just to give it that extra flavor. I've added water and covered it up because I want to make sure my links are fully cooked on the inside. No one wants to bite into their pancake on a stick and see pink meat. I'm using pancake mix that I bought from Aldi the other day. You can pretty much use any brand or flavor of pancake mix for this recipe. I'm loosely following the instructions on the back of the box by using 2 cups of pancake mix. When making the batter, you don't want to pour too much water in your mix. You want it to be as thick and lumpy as possible. And the reason why is because you want it to stick to your sausage. My links were done, I placed them on a cooling rack. You want them to cool completely down before you attempt to place the skewers in. Now these skewers were a little too long for me, so I broke the ends off. That way they would fit in the skillet. Voila! The skewers are now short enough to fit into the skillet. Dip your sausage into the mix and evenly coat. It's going to be a bit lumpy and bumpy, but that's okay. It may even look a little skinny, and that's okay too, because once they hit that hot oil, they will plump up. They do cook a little fast, so you want to keep your eye on them. And when they are golden brown, you can remove them from the pan. How they turned out. Taking a few minutes out of your day on the weekend will save time during the week. You can batch cook these for your family to enjoy before they leave the house. Once they have completely cooled, label your freezer bag and place the pancake on the sticks in there. This made about 20 pancakes on a stick. My kids loved these so much, y'all. They kept coming in and grabbing 1 or 2 before I could finish cooking. I'm just so happy that I'm able to feed my family without breaking the budget, and I've just added some me time back to my morning routine. Next up is birthday cake muffins. These are so delicious and easy to make. Now, who doesn't love a good birthday cupcake muffin with sprinkles? All you need for this recipe is milk and the Martha White birthday cake muffin mix. I found this at Walmart for $1.12 each. I have my mixing bowl, whisk, measuring cup, and silicone muffin pans that I got from Aldi the other day. Before you mix your ingredients together, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Since I'm using 2 packs of muffin mix, I'm going to pour 1 cup of milk. It's a half cup of milk per pack of muffin mix. Then add your muffin mix and stir. Y'all, my OCD will not let me be great. I just had to wipe up that spilled muffin mix. These were easy peasy. If you want to introduce cooking skills to your kids, these muffins are a great way to start. I really want my kids to be self-sufficient, so I taught them early on the basics of cooking. And now that they're teenagers, they can cook full course breakfast meals, y'all. Full course. And they surprise me every now and then with breakfast in bed. But yeah, this is a great way to get those cooking skills started. Next up is breakfast burritos. This is sure to be a crowd pleaser. These are nice and crisp on the outside and filled with eggs, sausage, and that ooey gooey pull apart cheese on the inside. They're delicious, y'all. You'll need tortillas, shredded cheese. I'm using Sharp, but you can use whatever cheese you love or have on hand. You'll also need sausage and eggs. I'm using 6. It all depends on the size of your family. There are 5 of us. You can omit the butter, but I use it to cook my eggs, and I also brush it onto my tortillas before cooking. The skillet that I'm using has already been seasoned with bacon grease because I cooked bacon earlier this morning. I'm going to heat the stove up to medium and cook the sausage first. Y'all, check out my meat chopper. I am so excited to use this. I got this at Walmart the other day for $9, I think. Right now, I'm draining the grease because we do not want greasy breakfast burritos. While the grease is draining, I'm going to cook the eggs. Eggs and meat into a bowl and mix. At this point, you can add your cheese, but since my picky eater does not like cheese in hers, I'm going to add it separately. Now on to the fun part, and that's assembling the burritos. just looked so tasty and delicious. While I was making burritos, my son was like, coffee would go great with these, and proceeded to make the frosted gingerbread flavored coffee. And he was right, y'all. Coffee went great with these breakfast burritos. Let's just say this was definitely a hit with my family. Next up is spinach and egg bites. Now, if you have a picky eater like me, I like to call this green eggs and ham. And that's because the spinach turns the eggs green. This is a healthier breakfast option because it adds nutrients and lots of protein. For this recipe, I used applewood smoked turkey, butter, spinach, shredded cheese, and eggs. The spinach bag says that it's been washed, but I washed it again because I have to be for sure. I'm going to shred the spinach in the mini chopper that I bought at Aldi yesterday. Y'all, my old faithful chopper that I had for 20 years finally clunked out on me last week, so I had to get a new one. It was a wedding gift, y'all. So you know it's very sentimental, but I had to get rid of it. Using my new chopper, I'm going to chop the spinach up into small pieces. So you're gonna heat the oven to 400 degrees and you're gonna cook these for 20 minutes. Y'all, my goal for these make-ahead breakfast ideas is to help you find things that you may already have in your kitchen and create meals that will not only save you money, but keep your families fed. Sometimes you just have to get creative because you know exactly what your family will and will not eat. If you decide to try these breakfast ideas, let me know if your family liked them or not liked them, because that is also an option. And if you would like to see more make-ahead breakfast freezer meal ideas, let me know down in the comment section. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, besties.